Hey, do you like flying through walls? I sure do. Here's how to do it. Basically, when you're building stuff in Minecraft and you're in creative mode, you can press F3 and N, and it'll switch your game mode into spectator. It's really useful, you can fly through walls. But it's a pain in the ass having to move your hand all that way. So I made this thing, it's right here. Call it Ghost, it's kind of nifty. Basically makes the job so much easier and so much quicker. It's really useful for creative mode, but it's also a lot of fun in survival mode. If you're just kind of doing PvP or trying to break into someone's base, I mean, I know it's cheaty, but it's a lot of fun. So the first thing we need is a tag. I'm going to use the tag command. So it's tag, and the name of the player, add, and then ghost. Very simple command. And then we need to, because what we're going to do is, the first thing is this command block here. This basically detects the players and detects the item in the hand. So basically it's looking for people with the ghost tag. That's the first bit there, as you can see. But then after that it's got the MBT tag. That's basically checking if the player with the ghost tag has the ghost item selected as well, and if it does, then it triggers the comparator. So the best way to find the MBT tags, because the MBT tags are a mess in this game, they're just stupidly complicated and fiddly and stuff, but there's a good way to find them. And if I just turn this off so it stops doing what it's doing, the best way to find them is to use the /data command. Because basically what this does is it allows you to get the data for entities, and that's mostly the MBT tags. So if you look here, it's got is furnace, GUI open, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. It tells you your health, your food level, your XP and all that stuff. But the bit that we're interested in is this bit right here. It says selected item, ID, Minecraft glass pane, count 1, tag, we're going to ignore the repair cost, display name, text, ghost. Because we can use that then to detect the players. Right, okay, so with the first command block, we need it to test for the players, so we need it to detect the players. So the way that we do this is we use the execute command. So we're executing at the players, so at the moment I'll just use at A as a filler. Execute at A, run, help. Now what this will do is if it detects a player, so it'll run the help command at all players. So if there's a player, it will run the help command. If there isn't a player, then it won't. And then we can check whether it has been executed successfully with a comparator. So if we execute at A, run help, that'll check for players in total. But if we then add our selector, so like I said earlier, with the tag ghost, so it's all players with the tag ghost and the MBT selected item, Minecraft class play, and blah 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 blah. So pretty simple. Anyway, so that will detect for all players with the ghost tag and the item in the hand. So then if we put it on repeat, then that will continuously, if we have it activated, continuously check for people with the ghost item in their hand. So I'm just going to make another ghost item. And now if we put a comparator here, you'll see that it's not detecting anybody. But if we do this, it's detecting me because I've got the ghost tag and I've got the item in my hand. So the next thing we need is to set up the command block setting us into... Oh, that's in the wrong place. Hold on, why am I doing this wrong? Oh, yeah, that's why I'm doing it wrong. Okay. So, we need a command block that sets us into spectator mode. I'll explain why I've put them in the specific places in a second. So the command block for spectator mode is game mode, spectator, and then we have to use our selector again, because if we put just the name of the player, then not more than one person can use it. If we put all players, then that's just going to be a nuisance. But if we use the same selector, then it'll only apply to the people who are detected in the first place, which is perfect. So we're using that selector again, and it's quite easy, you can just copy and paste that really. And then do the same thing, and I'll set this one to survival, because we've got the creative one right there, so I'll just set this one to the survival. So game mode, not rule, survival, and then the selector again. So basically this is going to send it's going to detect the players, it's going to send a signal, it's going to get to this command block, it's going to set us to spectator mode, and then it's going to come around and it's going to set us to survival. So now the piston in this whole mix is there for quite a simple reason of just breaking the cycle, because if you don't break the circuit, then it can't repeat, and that doesn't really make much sense when I say it like that, but it's probably easier for me to just show you. But if we set up the circuit, it's a very simple circuit. You just want to have 2 ticks on every single one of these repeaters, and then you want to have 1 tick on this repeater, and let's say 3 ticks on this repeater. And then you want to put a block there and a block there. This one doesn't necessarily have to be a block, it can be redstone, but just use block because it looks better. We need to put a piece of redstone on top of their block there, and then we need to come all the way over here and put a piston there. This has to be redstone, so they can activate the piston. Redstone here, and 3 repeaters. Now this, I'll just fix this bit of, much better. So now, if we go and select this item, it does nothing because I forgot to put the block down. Now if we select it, it'll set us into spectator mode and set us to survival mode. The timing is pretty off at the moment for some reason. Oh, it's because of the top ones, I forgot to add a timer to the top. So this one also has to have delay on it, so if we put 3, 1 and 0, then this should, if I'm right, yeah, there you go. Perfect timing. So now you can fade through walls, you can fly, you can go under the ground and behind people, and it's all very entertaining. It's a lot of fun, really. Pisses people off a lot of the time, which is actually my favourite thing about it. But yeah, so see what you can do with that. Have a lot of fun.